Jrue, I know you guys pride yourselves on defense, and defense leads the offense. So I guess can you speak to your steals in overtime and the momentum shift there? I think they ran out to a 5-point lead, and then obviously Giannis with the steal at the end to kind of clinch it.
I guess just time and situation, really. They jumped up to a 5-point lead. Offensively, we're a little stagnant, but I think we hang our hats on defense, and give it up to them. They played hard. They played great. But I just think down the stretch, you made more plays on both ends.
I think earlier in the year, you had a steal late too, and sort of talking about making a clutch play on defense. In a game like this, though, where it was kind of a slog with some of the fouls and how things were playing. I don't know. Is that a mental switch to a degree, or is it how you feel all the time in terms of trying to make a clutch defensive play, for instance, because you can't really control if the ball goes in. So I don't know if you feel like defensively it's something you can will to happen.
I just think it's a calculated risk. I don't think I just reached like that all game just because I feel like some people, these guys are professionals and they're the greatest in the world, so they can get used to anything that defenses throw at them. So I feel like maybe in certain times I might take a risk, put my hand in there and see what happens. And I got to steal tonight. Cool.
No.
It looked like y'all had the game, not necessarily in hand. You had the 3-point lead late in regulation. They make a big three to tie it, and then they're up 5 early in overtime. At that point, what are y'all guys saying? What are y'all saying to each other on the floor, on the bench, or in terms, because he seemed once y'all got down 5 in overtime, he really turned it on again?
We didn't really say much. I feel like at this point, we kind of know what it is for ourselves and our teammates. We keep our composure pretty well. I don't think anybody really gets too high or too low in situations like that. They went up 5 the first minute, first 40 seconds in overtime. So we know that 5 minutes is going to be a long time, and we're always going to have a chance to come back. But I just think concentrating down the stretch, I wouldn't say that we necessarily turned it on. We had a couple of good shots there and missed them, but I always feel like we are pretty good at keeping our composure and trying to go out there and make the best plays we can.
2-part question, if I could. When you're looking at the stat sheet or analytics or anything, I wondered what first 1 or 2 statistics you look at to see how you did or measure yourself. And then also, when you contribute so much offensively, does it ever take away from your defensive game? Do you have to mentally regroup a little bit or reset or pick your spots?
Yeah, I think the first one, the only one I really look at is turnovers. I think as a point guard, that's something that everybody's taught at a young age, is don't turn the ball over. As a point guard, you're supposed to be the one who takes care of the ball, gets guys their shots, kind of is just in control of the game. And just, I think composure-wise, always in control. So I think that's the only one I really look at. And then I do think sometimes it is hard when you're going crazy on offense. Defense is also hard, especially for a guy like me who's at some point picking up full court, maybe even guarding the best player down the stretch, things like that. But sometimes it's just kind of like, I don't know if it's momentum or whatever it is inside of you, but, offense fuels you too. So I think when you get hot, you just got to keep shooting it and see what happens.
Jrue, obviously you guys didn't really work today, but you did win. It's 11 in a row. How would you describe an 11-game win streak? And then how would you describe your own participation in that, your role in that winning streak?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it was a 10-game win streak until last game. I just kind of felt like we were going. We were on a roll. I didn't know how many games it was, and I don't really, I guess, care for how I play as long as we're winning. So for me, as long as we get the win, I'm okay. And again, the only stat that I look at is turnovers. That's kind of how I determine if I have a good or a bad game. So even tonight, what I have 5 turnovers. Yeah, to me, I'm like, that hurts my soul. So I think for me, it doesn't matter if I score. I would like to make plays on defense most of the time I'm on the court. We have enough guys that are going to score. Giannis is going to take over. We have Chris, Joe, Grayson, Brooke, who hit 15,000 points. We have a lot of scorers, so I try to do my best to impact the defense.
I mean, you say that, but you did score 40 tonight for just the second time in your career. Just like, what do you attribute that to? What do you think you had going that kind of allowed you to pile them up the way you did?
Some threes. You know, I had some good looks at threes and knocked them in. Just locked in and held my follow through. Giannis obviously getting into the paint and attracting 5 guys, and then being able to, you know, kick it out and make the right play. Trusting me to shoot it. So just knocking those threes, and then being comfortable just attacking, being aggressive. Maybe plays at the rim, maybe getting mismatches that I want, and kind of going from there. But really just staying confident, knowing that my team wants me to stay confident and aggressive and continue to do that.
And then just during the streak, the way you guys have played offensively, maybe more specifically, what has stood out or impressed you the most about how your offense has started to click as of late?
I just think we're playing a lot faster. And that could be because of getting stops. I think in transition, we're our best, especially with Giannis, you know, down the lane or making a play for other people. Obviously, everybody here is seeing he's hard to stop once he gets into the paint. But I think our defense turns into offense, and we've been doing pretty well, stopping people, doing our best to keep them off the three, and then keep them off the free throw line as well.
Hey, Jrue, you have been playing amazingly offense and defensively tonight. On previously, there's people doubt about you that whether you deserve on the All-Star team or not. Do you believe that tonight's your performance would be like a strong message for those who doubt you that you absolutely deserve the All-Star?
I don't really care about that, to be honest. I feel like the ones that you're always gonna have somebody doubt you, no matter what you do. Not everybody's going to agree with the way you play or the things that you do, but I think at the end of the day, if you believe in yourself, you have people around you that believe in you, your teammates, my family. And again, there was a whole Eastern Conference full of coaches that voted for me, and maybe they see something in me. So again, man, it's an honor. It's a blessing. It's been 10 years since the last time I was an All-Star, and I'm excited.
Jrue, back here, you had mentioned you don't need to score out there, but having that 40 and one of those threes that you hit tonight kind of came at the end of the third, that heave there. I know obviously a lot happens after that, including the overtime, but how did that sort of reset things for yourself, reset things for the team, that kind of led to that back and forth affair that was for the final 17
sure
minutes?
I've gotten one of those before. Maybe I have, but that one was pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like you see more and more, like when you watch games, guys are taking that shot and with 2 seconds left and it's going in. I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I think we just kind of do for fun. You know, we'll be at practice and start shooting it, seeing how close you get or if you make it. So honestly, I just took my chance, not really caring about percentages or whatever. But I think knocking in those shots leads to something good. I think that the momentum is shifted when you make a shot like that. The crowd gets into it. Your teammate gets into it, and then even for me, just building that confidence, I just shot a 70-footer. Yeah, it feels good to make shots like that. So really, man, just staying positive, and it was a lucky shot. Maybe I could do it again.
All right.
Happy Valentine's.